We're back here, Throttle on Tap Garage. I want to show you a little update of what we've got done on the Sonoma, LS Sonoma in the background here. Wiring, we're getting back on it. On this rainy day, she got to sit outside. But this is what we're tackling currently. So update was we did route everything around the back of the motor. Show you here, we've got our wiring harness coming through. Trying to follow some of the factory like cable for the hood latch. And we've got our computer and fuse box mounted. Sorry for all the noise in the background, but that's how we're going to route that. I've got this kind of marked here. You see this yellow tape area, so that's where the end of that wire should end up, around by the connectors. That way I've got a good spot to figure out when I put this connector in place. You know, it should be about at that location. So all my wires need to be cut and put in to the connector at that point so that it'll plug into the computer. Again, as stated earlier in the video, all of these connectors, all of these wires have a number assigned to them, and you can see these numbers here on the connector. You just got to put those pins in the same spot, and if you need to cut a wire shorter, this is what we're using, these little terminals here. You use a crimp tool like this to get that done. And yeah, tape everything up, loom it up, and it'll look nice and neat, just like a factory setup would. Alright, so here we are back again. Let's see. Trying to see if I can show you this. I don't see it. Oh, yeah, there it is. So that silver mark that you see that I've got made on there, that is the depth that this sits into the plug. So what I did was I marked my wire here. You can kind of see that silver, and it should match the same length as this one, or close to it. Well, I'm not close to it, but anyway, you get the point. Just try to make your wires fit. So we've got everything basically wired to the computer, doing exactly the method that I was saying earlier. We've got a few wires here. These are all, you know, either going to a fuse box or going to an internal, or maybe even some grounding, stuff like that. So we still have that stuff to do, but as far as the computer is concerned, it is wired up. We are routed around through here. We're, like I said, trying to follow the factory area for the cable for the hood latch, running down, going around under the computer, and coming back in to the connectors. And all this yellow tape will get removed. I just trying to leave it there just to make sure everything is good to go. So there you have it. Some of the other things we started on was this Hydro Boost. We've got some, you know, hoses here. We've got our Hydro Boost set up. Had to extend the pedal rod because the factory 94 Astro van Hydro Boost unit, the pedal rod was a little bit short, so we extended that. Some of the other issues that we're working around for the Hydro Boost is this connector here is actually hitting on the pulley for the power steering pump that goes here. So we're having to figure out maybe a different adapter piece that we can use for the for the gearbox here, but that is the inlet coming into the gearbox. And so yeah, we've got to order a fitting, and I think we'll be able to start getting these hoses all wrapped up. And then all that wiring in the back, that is the actual S10 harness that we need to connect back into, I don't know, a bunch of other provisions for oil, pressure, temperature, just, you know, bunch of other things. So follow along and we'll show you what we're doing here and how we're getting this LS into a 93 S10. Thank y'all. Subscribe and comment. Thank you. Bye.